it's whiskey making weather today, I think. Whiskey making weather. Today is our first day of distillation. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The place has the air of a maternity ward.
Like waiting for an expectant child. Hopefully now everything will work out okay.
We ran the wash stills yesterday, so we've got low wines, which is what we need to distill a second time to take the middle cut.
0 milliliter, 2 millimeter, 4 millimeter.
I have every confidence that it will work, because I have every confidence in this great team of engineers that have been putting this all together.
Brain is fried.
I met Mark about this time last year in our offices in Dublin, and it was a very interesting meeting. I remember the first thing he said to me was, I don't like consultants.
So this time last year since when I met Mark first, and it's hard to believe that we've converted this place into a distillery inside a year, and we have all the old heads back here all working together again.
The site closed in December 2013, and I suppose that makes this a bit more special for us because a good few of the people who are here, you know, effectively lost their job. A bit of a cliche, but it's definitely a family. It's not an industrial team. That's what it feels like.
This is Cape Canaveral. Gentlemen, this day of destiny. Waterford's first whiskey in 201 years. It's a historic day. I know the hyperbole is of sort of, you know, we're making history, but we're sort of making history. It's got the air of a James Bond film set. You know, with those big epic end scenes, you know, when they blow everything up, you know, and everybody's running around, all these chaps sort of making sort of evil things happen. Ned would make a very good Bond villain, don't you think? You know, in his lair.
They look cool. Just the workmanship in them alone, like, it's something special. To be able to work that copper, get the shapes, and it's just something nice to see.
It's an air of sort of quiet expectation, calm.
It's nervous energy.
This is my son Rory. Rory has been at all of my whiskey moments. So it's the first person ever, I think, at the age of 15, to have actually christened 2 single malt distilleries. I think there must be a record there somewhere.
It's a cultural visit.
Yeah, it's a cultural visit. That's what he told the headmaster. So it was only right and reasonable that he should be here for the first time that we distilled Waterford whiskey. So this is the first proper distillation today.
It's charged.
Ready
It's
to
charged. It's ready to go.
We're after charging the wash still, and we have the spirit still charged, and we're bringing the steam onto both of them.
So we're running 2 distills at the minute. We're running our wash still on this side, and we're running our spirit still on this side.
Oh dear, it's not very good.
We have steam, it's just not going the right place.
We have steam, but not in the right place. Right?
We're nearly there.
And this is the first time that we run both together with our spirit in.
To have the 2 stills running at the same time, we're just going to go slow, but that's the way we'll be normally running them anyway.
That's the spirit coming off. That's the first bit of distillate coming off at the top. So that's our heads.
That's the first spirit coming off. So that would be about 72 or 73% alcohol, but it's impure, it's got methanol in it. If you drank the methanol, it would kill you. But first of all, you go blind, because it affects the ophthalmic nerve of your eyes. So you go drunk, blind, and then die. And that's the origin of being blind drunk.
Well, basically what I'm trying to do is to see if the spirit is clear. So you've got to reduce it down to 20%. So if it comes down to 20% and it shows you clear, you can then collect it as potable spirit.
If you see the progression here, it's much fruitier. You know, the menthol flavour's gone. Yeah. In essence, you're seeing the birth of a new single malt whiskey.
All I need now is someone to get me a cup of tea and a bacon sandwich.
That was our first drop off our spirit still. Smells lovely, light and fruity, clean. Smells like it should smell.
It's the best whiskey in Waterford.
What's that?
The best whiskey in
Yes,
Waterford.
best whiskey in the world. Give it some time.
When I started in '67, that's what we drank every day.
He's actually 105. You wouldn't know it, would you? Yeah. He's embalmed. His body is embalmed. So this is the middle cut. Middle because it's in between the impure heads and the impure tails. Other terminology is feints and foreshots.
It'll be a reflection of the barley, but it's also going to be a reflection of the people who are here.
We're lucky with the people we have here. They were previously here before, so their knowledge is a great asset to making life change from a brewery to distillery a lot easier.
That is going to be the first day's whiskey from Waterford Whisky.
I'm beyond excited. I'm so excited. I'm so delighted to be part of it.
So it's a very historically loaded moment when you smell this spirit and you realise you've struck gold. It's a fantastic feeling, I can't tell you.
I'll leave dressed up to the spirit and the cask and see what we have then.
It's a shame this is in sort of smell-o-vision, so you can actually smell the wood. That's a really evocative thing. It's like aftershave. Look, there you go. Yeah, don't have a cigarette, whatever you do.
We're all very lucky. Looking forward to celebrating tonight with everybody, having a few drinks.
Here we are, the morning after, the night before. We had some drinks down at the pub, the Reg, which is fantastic for all the contractors, for the electricians, the mechanics, the consultants, the engineers. So everybody was there. It was a really fun evening. I was thinking during all this that there is nothing that we could have done better. The realization was a very special moment. You know, we've got something we can be really proud of. It's a very powerful, exciting moment.
There we go. Job is ox up.
Number one. There we go.
That's not going anywhere, I think.